What happens when cops slam a 72-year-old woman to the ground for handing out free pie at church? They had no idea who she'd call. What happened next made the whole block go silent. You don't know pain till your knees crack against a sidewalk that forgot what mercy feels like. But let me start with the part that makes folks uncomfortable. Every Tuesday, I drag my bad hip, my pies, and my folding table down to 145th and Plymouth, right outside St. James Baptist. I ain't selling anything. I feed people. That's it. No banners, no hashtags, just warm pie and dignity. The kind that comes with a paper cup of tea and a baby. You still breathing, so you still got a purpose. That day, I had apple, pumpkin, and peach. All homemade. Ain't no preservatives, just cinnamon, butter, and prayer. While I was pouring tea, Jarvis rolled up. Vietnam vet, missing a few fingers but not his soul. He hugged me like I mattered. "You saving my life again, Mama S," he said with that half smile only war survivors seem to have. But peace don't last on this block. Not when your skin's got more melanin than their protocol manual likes. I saw the patrol car roll up like a bad omen. 2 cops stepped out, one young and itching to ruin somebody's day, the other, older, dead-eyed like he'd watched too many people get hurt and called it procedure. "What's this? You selling food without a permit?" The kid barks like I'm flipping bricks instead of feeding the hungry. I keep my voice calm, the kind of calm that takes decades to build. "This isn't for sale, it's service. Pastor Hughes signed off on it. Councilman Mendez, too." "Show me documents." I reach for my purse, slow as Sunday. But apparently, me reaching for a wallet at 72 years old in broad daylight is a high-level threat. He grabs my shoulder. It's hard. Next thing I know, I'm face down on the pavement, cheek on concrete, pies scattered like confetti at a funeral. My tea burns through the thin skin on my palms. I hear gasps. A woman shouts. A camera clicks on, and he's kneeling on my back. Let me say it again. On my back. "Stop resisting," he spits. Resisting? I'm a grandmother, not a linebacker. "I need to call my son," I gasp, tasting blood in my mouth. "You have the right to remain silent," he replies like he's proud of rehearsing that line in the mirror. Jarvis clenched his fist. The man's seen napalm and still looked more shook now than ever. "It's a pie table, not a drug bust, fool," he mutters under his breath. People are recording now. I can hear the screens tapping, words flying. "That's Mama Esther," someone yells. "She runs meals for the shelter." "She buried her husband in uniform." I lift my hand. Just a little. Enough to say, "Let me call him." Jarvis slides my old flip phone into my palm. I press the only number that matters. "Son, this is Mama. I'm down on the sidewalk, outside St. James. Yes, they did it again." I don't cry, but I do hang up, and I wait. 5 minutes later, the air changed, thick, tense, like something holy was about to walk through. A black SUV pulls up. No plates, no hesitation. Out steps my son. Civilian clothes, but that military walk. Shoulders broad like he's holding up the weight of every injustice this country ever offered. Calm, cold, and furious in the way only trained men are, when fury becomes action. He kneels beside me. "Mama, they touch your face?" I nod, slightly. He looks up, looks through them. "Which one of you did it?" Dead silence. Even the older cop takes a step back. My son stands, pulls out a badge. Not police, military, high tier. Everyone sees the lettering. Delta Force, active operator. Officers Crow and Mathis, Unit 211, you're both under arrest. Title 18, Section 242 and 245, violation under color of law, assault on an elder. "You don't have jurisdiction," the young one blurts. My son didn't blink. "I have orders, I have evidence, and I have witnesses. You want to test that jurisdiction? Be my guest." Click. He cuffs them, with their own handcuffs. The crowd erupts, cheering, clapping, filming. When the ambulance pulls up, they lift me gently, like I'm finally being handled by people who know I'm not disposable. And as I look back from the stretcher, bruised but unbowed, I see my son standing between the crowd and two men who just learned what accountability feels like. He doesn't pose, doesn't shout, he just watches, because sometimes the loudest justice is done quietly.